will the Treasurer remind the House how Australian families and businesses, like those in my electorate of Reid, are benefiting from the Morrison government's proven record of delivering tax cuts and generating new jobs? And is the Minister aware of any alternative?
The Treasurer has
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Reid for a question. Acknowledge her experience as a psychologist before coming to this place, her strong advocacy on behalf of mental health issues, Mr Speaker, and I had the opportunity to join the member for Reid in her electorate recently to visit a small business, a family-owned business, Scabello Coffee, that is using our immediate expensing provisions to expand its production line, buy a new roaster and employ new people. Exactly what this budget is designed to do, Mr Speaker, a budget that is designed to create more jobs and to lower taxes. The extension of the low and the middle income tax offset to support another 10 million taxpayers with tax relief, the extension of the immediate expensing provisions and the lost carry-back provisions for another year, Mr Speaker, as well as the commercialisation of research and development with a patent box for the medical and biotech industries. Now, Mr Speaker, I'm asked, are there any alternative policies, Mr Speaker? And we know that the Labor Party is hopelessly divided and confused. I take the interjection from the 12th man of politics, the member for Rankin, Mr Speaker, always carrying the drinks, never trusted with the new ball, can't even get a question up during budget week, Mr Speaker. Now, the reality is the Labor Party is hopelessly divided when it comes to tax policy. You've got the member for Corio out there effectively supporting stage 3, saying he doesn't want to get in the way of anyone in their tax cut. Then you've got the member for Rankin out there talking down the tax cuts because we know—
The Treasurer will resume his seat. The Leader of the Opposition on a point of order.
Yes, Mr Speaker. It goes to relevance, and I refer to your previous ruling where you encouraged people on this side of the House to stay within standing orders, and you're quite right that they should. But when government ministers can't go 1 minute on their issues without just then spending over 2.5 minutes sledging the opposition, then you will get unruly behaviour, Mr Speaker. You will get that. This is question time, not sledge time.
Members on my right and left. The Treasurer has asked about alternative policies. That does open the question up, and I agree that the manner in which these questions are answered can prompt unruly behaviour, no matter how unparliamentary that is. What I do ask of ministers is they actually have to, if they're asked about alternative policies, refer to them, not give a political speech or a character assessment on the individuals. It's policies they've been asked about, so you'll need to stick to the policies.
The policy that we're interested in is the legislated stage 3 of our tax plan, which will help support more than 12 million taxpayers. Now, the member for Corio seems to be speaking in favour of our stage 3 tax cuts. The member for Rankin, always in favour of higher taxes, and indeed the co-architect of $387 billion of higher taxes, is talking it down. But the Leader of the Opposition, in his dressing gown, in his slippers, sleepwalking towards the cliff, Mr Speaker, sleepwalking towards the cliff, aided and abetted by the member for Maribyrnong, he doesn't know what he really thinks. He does not know what he really thinks, Mr Speaker.
Just saying to the Treasurer, I'm just saying to the Treasurer, well, as I've made very clear, there's a number of points I'm trying to make as clearly as I can. One is I'm not going to keep tolerating the level of interjections. I think I've made that clear today. The other thing I'm not going to tolerate is rulings being acknowledged and then, frankly, ignored. So I've asked the Treasurer to stick to alternative policies. If he wants to give a general character assessment of those opposite, he'll need to find another time to do it throughout the parliamentary day, no matter how much he's scripted it beforehand. The Treasurer has the call.
Well, Mr Speaker.
Members on my left.
Well, Mr Speaker, the reality is we have legislated tax cuts for more than 12 million Australians. The Leader of the Opposition does not know if he's in support of our stage 3 of the legislated tax policies that are designed to create more jobs, policies that are designed to lower taxes, policies that are designed to encourage aspiration, policies that are designed to reward effort, because we on this side of the House stand for lower taxes, we on this side of the House stand for more jobs, those on the other side of the House stand for higher taxes
The Treasurer's time has
and less
concluded.
jobs.